From its founding in 1971, BG Products Incorporated has sought to deliver greater vehicle reliability and superior automotive performance through products and services that extend engine life and prolong the vehicle's like-new characteristics. In the years intervening, engines have become smaller, more finely tuned, and increasingly sensitive to deposits that form in the engine's fuel, air, and lubricating systems. Since 1971, BG Products has worked at the leading edge of technology in the creation of products and services that meet the modern automobile's demand for deposit-free performance. A demand that has led to the BG TDC program, a comprehensive approach to engine maintenance, arguing that complete cleanliness and wear-free components will maintain the gas mileage, performance, and emission standards of a new engine. There are automobiles more modern than this 1993 Mazda, but like thousands of others on the road today, it's needful of the BG TDC program. Under the hood of this unassuming car lies a remarkable story. Addressing the API Detroit Advisory Panel in 1990, Joe Colucci, Director of Fuels and Lubricants for General Motors Corporation, said, "I believe the U.S. oil industry must respond to the need for quality in their products. The U.S. auto industry has painfully learned that quality sells. The oil industry should be doing everything it possibly can to improve fuel and lubricant quality on its own, or in cooperation with the auto industry, before government steps in with more of its help. Companies should be striving to differentiate the performance of their products from those of their competitors. A goal for the oil and additive industry should be to develop fuel and engine oil additives that will result in deposit-free engines. Zero deposits will be necessary if future vehicles are to achieve zero emissions in use. Elimination of combustion chamber deposit should eliminate octane requirement increase, and this will have significant implication on the future of demand for octane." BG Products took Mr. Colucci at his word. We took zero deposits as a realistic goal and set out to demonstrate our product's ability to preserve deposit-free engine performance. As part of our ongoing BG TDC program, we purchased a 1993 Mazda MX-6 with a V6 engine known for its extreme sensitivity to deposits in the combustion chamber. BG selected the Mazda for a 100,000-mile program that would demonstrate our product's ability to maintain deposit-free performance. The Mazda began the test with 60,000 total miles on the odometer. BG had owned the vehicle since new, using it in tests for other fuel system cleaning chemistries. The crankcase lubricant had always been an excellent SAE 10W30 semi-synthetic product utilizing BG Advanced Formula MOA chemistry. We continued use of this additive package, and we added BG's proven fuel induction system cleaning technology. Then, we began to drive. Our 100,000-mile test involved the usual patterns of daily driving. A test conducted on streets and highways in the conditions under which Americans drive their cars, about 2/3 highway driving and 1/3 city. The little Mazda with the highly sensitive V6 engine was driven 8 hours a day under all weather conditions. And the overwhelming question to be answered, would it be possible for the Mazda's engine to stay free of deposits, performing like a new engine, clean and free of harmful exhaust emissions? 100,000 miles later, the results were astounding. A certified teardown inspection showed no deposit buildup in an engine that was essentially wear-free. The injectors and intake valves were thoroughly, completely clean. There were no combustion chamber fuel deposits, and as Mr. Colucci had requested back in 1990, there was no increase in the demand for octane. Throughout the test, the oil was changed at 15,000-mile drain intervals using the high-performing synthetic oil known as BG High-Low 30, which contains the additive package of BG Advanced Formula MOA. At each change, the engine components were completely clean and virtually wear-free. All along the way, we relied on used oil analysis, oil consumption observance, visual inspection with a borescope, compression checks, fuel consumption observance, and federal exhaust emission program checks. With nearly 100,000 miles logged, we made the following observations. Fuel consumption held steady at 27 to 28 miles per gallon. Oil consumption stood at about a pint every 15,000 miles. Compression checks fell within new specifications. Oil performance was excellent. Borescope examination showed the engine to be very clean. Combustion chamber deposits were excellent. We drove the car to the closest IM240 equipped station for testing. On August 8, 1995, with 100,013 miles on the vehicle, it was subjected to the IM240 test procedure in Aurora, Colorado. The results were well within new car limits. At 100,600 miles, the engine was removed from the car and completely disassembled for inspection and measurement. The valve stems and valve guides showed absolutely no wear. The main and rod bearings showed no wear. Neither did the crankshaft main and rod journals or the cylinder walls. There was no ring ridge in any cylinder, and the cylinder hone marks were all clearly evident. The piston skirt showed no wear. The piston ring showed only about 5/10,000ths of an inch face wear. We at BG wondered just how long, how far this engine could run with these new car sorts of performance specifications, even as the Mazda began to show its age in every other aspect of driving. So we decided to drive some more. Since the engine was in like-new condition, we extended the field test another 210,000 miles, continuing the 15,000-mile oil drain interval using BG High-Low 30 and BG Advanced Formula MOA chemistry. At 310,000 miles, the engine would have undergone 250,000 miles at the extended drain interval parameters. On March 16, 1998, with 300,950 miles on the odometer, the vehicle breezed through the exhaust emission test at the same test station in Aurora, Colorado. This time, we also ran an engine-out sequence to enable us to provide catalytic converter efficiency on the original equipment converter. The numbers again matched like new specifications. Then, on April 28, 1998, with 310,000 miles on the odometer, the Mazda's engine was disassembled for inspection and measurement. The valve stems and valve guides showed absolutely no wear. Neither did the main and rod bearings, the crankshaft main and rod journals, or the cylinder walls. There was no ring ridge in any cylinder, and the cylinder hone marks were all clearly evident. The piston skirt showed no wear, and the piston ring showed only about 15/10,000ths of an inch face wear.
Really purchased a Mazda, test car out of it. And this car was susceptible to deposit interference in the combustion chamber.
I've just torn too many engines down and put too many of them together, and to see an engine with 300,000 miles on it that's that clean inside, you have no sludge even on the points down there where you got oil settling, and it's just totally unheard of.
So with over 300,000 miles, there is absolutely no wear on the rod bearings.
By looking at these parts, anybody would agree that this vehicle would have gone at least 500,000 miles.
Synthetic oils are nothing new, but a road test conducted in Wichita could be. BG Products put 310,000 miles on this Mazda MX-6. Now they're tearing down the car's engine to see how well their oil protected it. So far, all of the parts are within new car specifications.
After more than 300,000 miles of driving, the Mazda's engine remains as clean and essentially wear-free as the day it left the factory. Throughout its life, the Mazda test vehicle has run with BG fuel additives, BG MI 3000, BG 44K, and during the last 250,000 miles, BG Supercharged 2, which is a maintenance level cleaner, added with every tankful of gasoline. BG Supercharged 2 kept the injectors and intake valves completely clean while controlling combustion chamber fuel deposits and eliminating periodic increases in octane requirements. BG Advanced Formula MOA, a revolutionary proprietary additive system utilized in BG's synthetic 0W30 crankcase oil, work to keep the engine clean and totally free of deposits. Together, these products enabled our Mazda to drive the equivalent of 12 times around the world. BG Products has discovered the secrets of prolonged engine life. The BG TDC program works. It will work in the vehicles you maintain. BG Products will preserve top performance and economical trouble-free operation for vehicles old and new, with 300 miles or 300,000 miles and beyond.